The headline reads, Wilder's manager, after Fury is knocked out, will listen to Hearn. Mercifully, Shelley Finkel is now saying that he's open to hearing Eddie Hearn out after the Deontay Wilder-Tyson Fury fight. He says after Wilder has knocked Fury out, but that all remains to be seen. It could end in disaster for Team Wilder on December 1. We'll have to wait and see. But it is heartening to hear him say that he will at least listen to what Eddie Hearn has to offer after the fight. I do wish he would have at least had some kind of preliminary pre-talks with Hearn prior to December 1, because it really don't make any difference. Shelley Finkel's not fighting, so he can plan ahead. I mean, I've mentioned this before with Eddie Hearn planning Anthony Joshua's fights long in advance prior to being world heavyweight champion. You'd look at Anthony Joshua's box rec and you'd see his next fight would be with whoever, Michael Sprott, and then there'd be 2 other dates listed for Anthony Joshua fights after that next fight against Michael Sprott, against TBA, or sometimes they even named an opponent. Now, obviously, at the level Joshua's at now, they wouldn't list something like that on BoxRec because you don't know whether he's going to get past his next fight. Fights against Michael Sprott were foregone conclusions. But the point I'm making is the job of a manager and a promoter is to plan for every eventuality. I mean, you've got Kalle Sauerland, for example, when he was working with George Groves, he was asked prior to the Carl Froch rematch, what happens if George Groves loses? Do you have a plan? And he said, of course we have a plan. As a promoter, you have to have a plan for every eventuality. We don't think George is going to lose. We think he's going to win. But we've got a plan in place if he does lose. And by that same measure, you've also got to have a plan in place for if your fighter wins. That's called being professional. That's called doing your job as a manager and as a promoter, is thinking ahead. The fighter can't afford to think ahead. Of course he can't. He has to focus on the job at hand. But as a manager or a promoter, you got to be thinking ahead. That's business. You got to stay ahead of the curve. So it is disappointing that Shelley Finkel is seemingly not doing that. But the fact that he hasn't cut Hearn off completely, because that's how he was acting not too long ago, as if he's just not going to talk to these guys and they're going to go in a different direction. And that's even what Deontay Wilder was saying, as if he's just going to go in a different direction permanently and he don't care about Joshua no more. He's irrelevant. That's really disturbing talk to hear from somebody like Deontay Wilder, when there are fans out there like me who want to see an undisputed heavyweight title fight. Anyway, those are just my musings. Drop your musings in the comment section below. And yeah, let me know how you feel. I'm out. Join me on Patreon. I upload a minimum of 2 podcasts every single week, covering a wide variety of controversial topics, as well as live stream Q&A sessions. Take a look on screen right now at some of the podcasts I've produced so far. For just $3 a month, the equivalent of about £2 a month, you get access to all my new podcasts and my entire back catalogue of past podcasts, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen on your computer or on your smartphone or tablet by downloading the Patreon app from the Google Play Store or the App Store for free. The Patreon app also allows you to download each podcast in MP3. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you get access to dozens of hours of exclusive content. It's easy to sign up, there's no contract, and you can cancel at any time. So come and join our community of free and critical thinkers by signing up with me here on Patreon today.